Guys and girls, welcome back to Watch the Time. So today I've got my third Spinnaker in. This is the Spinnaker Bradner. I did advertise it on my Instagram a little while ago. They were doing a great sale. It was down from £295 to 209, I believe. Yeah, great watch for the price. I'm still wearing it. It's sort of like compressor style. It's got an inner rotating bezel, sapphire crystal, solid bracelet. Sort of like a beads of rice bracelet. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but I just did. But yeah, looks the business. Third one I've had in on the channel. Excuse my voice, by the way. The football Spinnaker Cahill and Dumas I've had in before. This is my third one. All three are in my collection. I do like Spinnaker watches, and like I said before, please let me know if you'd like me to do any comparisons. I was thinking about doing a comparison with the Zelos Hammerhead and the Spinnaker Dumas, just because I thought there's some design cues that are a bit similar. I'm not saying which one's better, obviously, because that defeats the object of saying that I could do a head-to-head. Just let me know if that's something that interests you guys. But yeah, as I say, I wanted a compressor style, sort of inner rotating bezel dive style watch for a while. I was looking at Phoebus for a while, and I couldn't bring myself to pull the trigger. I'm not in love with all of their watches, but the one they had with the inner rotating bezel, I did quite like. But this one came up on my Instagram feed. Did exactly what it was supposed to do, suckered me in, and here we are. I've got it. But yeah, guys, yeah, I hope you like it. Like I said, not perfect, but in and around the price point we're looking at, you very seldom get perfect. All we're looking at is very good, aren't we? That's what we're looking for. But guys, thank you for tuning back in. I'll stop going on. Let's have a look at this Spinnaker. So without further ado, let's get the camera turned around and get on with it. Hi guys, so this is the watch, and as I said in the brief intro, this is my third Spinnaker, so they're obviously doing something right. This is the box they normally come in. This is the second time it's come like this. Spinnaker for a life beneath, beyond and beside the sea. That's what it normally says on the outer packaging. Got some other information there if you want to head over there and have a look and see what watches are more appealing, or if you like this one, please head over there. I will leave a link taking you to their website. But yeah, not an affiliate link. And yeah, but if you like the watch, or if you like the look of any others, please head over and have a look. Like I said before, they do produce good watches for the price, in my mind, to be honest. It comes with sort of like a corduroy outer box, inner box. I've got a tang, yeah, I managed to get it, that just sits in there, and again it's just got the model number. So SP-5062-11, that's the model number for this watch. So let's get it out. I have sized it. I did keep a lot of the wrap that it came in, and also what you can see, I took 3 links out. I took 4 out, and it felt okay, just a little bit too snug, so I didn't put 1 back in. So yeah, 3 links is how I'm wearing it on me at the moment. So, so my wrist, you're probably about to wear it up to 8.5, probably, all the way down to, I don't know, probably about 5.5 inch wrist. So it covers quite a bit in terms of scope for what you can wear it. But let's put this back very quickly, and then we can talk about the watch. So yeah, this is what it looks like. There's 3 different variations, I think. You've got that green, blue, and I went for the black. But in many lights, it looks blue because of all that AR coating. So, but yeah, I'm not complaining. But I like a bit of AR coating. So for me, yeah, I like that. As you can see, that's just the blue AR coating. That's really nice. But yeah, so the model number, as I said before, is SP-5062-11. Inside this, you've got an automatic movement. It's a Seiko NH35. They've even gone through the hassle of signing a rotor for you, just to make it look a little bit less sort of like an NH35. So the case material, you've got 2 crowns, but I'll talk about those a little bit later. The outer part of the exhibition case back, fixed bezel, solid end links, bracelet, and clasp, all 316L stainless steel. The case thickness of this watch is 14.8 millimeters. The case diameter, from when you go from the 9 to the 3, because obviously no crown, it's the easiest place, is 42. When you go from the 10 to the 4, it does become 45.3 millimeters, taking into consideration the crown. The lug width on this is 20 millimeters, so you will be able to change it out quite easily. And the lug to lug, tip to tip, is 50.2 millimeters. No, it's got a few more end links, so it doesn't flare out. But yeah, quite big. But it does wear nicely for my mind, so not really a too big a problem. The case back, as I've already showed you before, is an exhibition case back, and inside is screwed down. It just shows you the movement, and that's what it looks like. I think it looks pretty cool. I do like the fact they sign their rotors. It just adds, it makes it look less generic for me. The bezel is a fixed bezel. There is it in the rotating bezel, but the outer part is stainless steel. We will talk about the inner rotating bezel now, though. So the crown at the 2 o'clock position just lets you turn the inner rotating bezel. Yeah, look pretty cool. No problems, but we'll talk about that when I look at the dial in a bit more detail. The crowns. So the one at the one at the 4 o'clock is signed. The one at the 2 o'clock isn't. But we'll, like I said, we'll talk about those when we talk about the dial in a bit more detail, just so you can see what they do. The crystal covering that dial, the strap is a stainless steel strap, and outer part is brushed, inner part is polished, and it's sort of like a beads of rice style bracelet. It's got two of the three elements are milled. So these two elements are milled. The outer shell is a pressed, and it has got 3 levels of micro adjustment, and it is also signed. It does come with a safety catch and double safety pushers also, so it's very secure on the wrist, no problems. But yeah, that's the bracelet, that's the clasp. Now we can talk about, so the crystal covering this dial looks like a domed bit of sapphire crystal, and as you can see, as I already mentioned, it's got huge amounts of AR coating, which I do not mind personally. I like AR coating on my watch. But yeah, that's the dial. Excuse me. Yes, that's the sapphire crystal. The water resistance of this watch, I don't know if you'll be able to make it out, just down at the 6 o'clock position, is 160 meters. 180 meters. A bit of a random amount, to be honest. I'm not really sure. I've never seen that before. So 180 meters, that gives you 18 atmospheres of water resistance. The weight of this watch will appear in the top right hand corner. It's in and around 180 grams all in, so yeah, give or take 180 grams. But let's have a look at the dial in a bit more detail. So as I was saying, inside you have got an inner rotating bezel, so you can sort of time things sort of as you would with a sort of unidirectional or bidirectional bezel. Inside that you've got a minute track, and then inside of that you've got applied indices. You've obviously got larger indices at the 12, 6 and 9. At the 3 o'clock position you have got a date window, because it's not a day date, it's an NH35 movement inside. Just below the indices at the 12 o'clock you've got Spinnaker in script writing, and just above the indices at the 6 o'clock you've got automatic. I think that says, is it 600 feet, 180 meters. So yeah, that's what it says down there. The dial itself is sort of like very mottled black, but I really like it. As you guys will know, I do like textured dials. I don't mind flat dials at times, or the sunburst dials, but I do like textured dials. I just think it just gives a little bit more to the watch in terms of it makes it look less plain. So I do like that. I do like, obviously you've got hands, and then you've got lollipop at the end of the second hand, and everything you can see is loomed. There's different color loom on there, but yeah, they're all loomed. The loom is excellent, which is something I've come to almost expect now of Spinnaker watches. So yeah, as I said, the what's it called? Excuse me, the crown at the 2 o'clock operates the inner rotating bezel. The crown at the 4 o'clock is screwed down, and if you unscrew it, it will pop. So you know that it's out. Take it all the way out, it will hack. And now I'll put it to a sort of more convenient place so you can see the dial in more detail. You put it back in, it will restart up. You can obviously hand wind it, and if you take it out to the first position, it will allow you to set the date quickly. I do like the fact they've also put a color matched date window. They've gone for black with white writing, which is cool because that obviously helps with the aesthetic of the watch, given the fact that it's black with white writing everywhere else. So I appreciate that. Thank you, Spinnaker. That's a really nice touch. But if you push it back in, then you screw it back up. I've not had any problems screwing it up. Normally the first time I've had a problem sometimes is when I'm recording, because it's Sod's Law, isn't it? But that's the dial, that's the movement, that's everything you need to know about the dial. But let me pop it on the wrist very quickly. As I've said before, my wrist is just above a 7-inch wrist for your reference. And as I say, I put it on the last level of micro adjustment at the moment. and it fits me really nicely now. It was a bit tight with the extra link out and on the lowest level micro adjustment. So this has been the perfect compromise for me, and that's what it looks like on me. And yeah, I think it's pretty cool. And as I say, I do like Spinnaker. I bought one myself. I was gifted one by a friend, and also the channel was gifted one by Spinnaker themselves. And so I've got 3, and I dare say they're probably not going to go anywhere for a while. I do like them. But that'll take me on now to what I think is pants and pukka. And as you know, I always start with pants. I like to go on a high with pukka. So what I think is pants is the case thickness. As I say, almost 15mm thick. That is a thick boy. I think obviously it's got the dome crystal and everything else, but I think you probably could have taken a bit off that Spinnaker. A bit too thick, really, realistically. The press clasp, yeah, I don't know why certain companies, and the Spinnaker included, persist with an outer shell being pressed. I'm not sure. And the water resistance. So answers on a postcard. What's 180 meters about? Why? I've never seen that. 100 meters, 200 meters, 300 meters, 180 meters. What? I'm not sure. I'm really not sure what that's about. So if anyone can answer me, that'd be fantastic. So to surmise what I think is pants, I would go with the case thickness, the press clasp, the outer shell of the clasp, and the water resistance for just being a random number. What I think is pukka, I'd go with the Sapphire crystal and the AR coating. I think that is a really, really nice touch, to be honest. I think the Sapphire crystal and AR coating just make everything pop nicely. I really like that. The inner rotating bezel, yeah, really cool. I wanted this sort of style before, sort of like a compressed style watch. For a while, as I said in the intro, I didn't pull the trigger. This came on sale with Spinnaker, and where I like Spinnaker so much, I had to have it, really. The dial, like I said, in terms of everything going on that dial, the applied elements, the hands, the contrast of the red for the lollipop and and the writing below the automatic, textured dial, yeah, everything's really cool. I like the date window being color matched. The 3 o'clock also, that's another thing I would mention. And the bracelet, I think the bracelet's really nice. They're only push pins, but I do like the beads of rice style. I do like that. I think that looks really cool. The polish with the outer part being brushed is really nice, and it just feels very solid, and it fits very, very nice. So no problems there. To surmise what I think is pukka, I'd go with the Sapphire crystal, the AR coating, the inner rotating bezel, and the dial. The color matched movement, in terms of the color matched date window, excuse me, and the bracelet. I think are the things that I think are pukka. And that would take me on to now, would I recommend this watch? And again, guys, I really like this watch. Like I said, not the smallest. If you got a smaller wrist, maybe opt for one a couple of mil smaller. But I can just about get away with this, and I'm really happy that I brought it in for myself and for the channel. But guys, let me know what you think about this watch and any other watches you may want to see on the channel. And as always say, don't forget to like and subscribe, and always watch your time. Take care, guys. All the very best.